Use rhetorical device to enhance and emphasize ideas. Let us make him feel welcome, Toastmaster Daran.
Come here, boy! Come here! Come here! Hey, come here! You have me calling you? Come here right now. I will not run after you. I say I will not run after you. I will not run. Come here. How many times do I have to talk to you? How many times do I have to talk to you?
Daily.
Listen. I cannot. Oh, rude children. This is Chairman. Imagine a world, a Bahamas, in which there are tons and tons of rude kids. I'm not talking about today, but imagine, if you may, where there's like a ratio of 8 to 2 or 9 to 1, bad kids, rude kids to good kids. Classrooms would be overfilled with kids pulling down charts and writing on the boards and running out in the hallways. Teachers and principals would be stressed, overpowered, out of place. Kids would drive cars and crash it. They would go to stores, pick up items, not pay for it. There would be total anarchy. This would not be a good place for them to live. This would not be a good place for us to live. This would not be a good place for us to be. What children do is they learn. That's what happens. A child to information is like a sponge to water. They soak it all up. Similarly, they test boundaries. Everything that they see, hear, taste, smell, and touch, they soak up, they take in. Fortunately, there's a text that many parents and adults lean on. That text is Proverbs 13, verse 24. This text says to spare the rod, spoil the child. That's correct. So I don't know what your rod may be, but I know for the majority of Bahamians, that rod is the belt. Children must be disciplined. Why must children be disciplined? They must be disciplined so that they can have respect, so that they can make good choices, so that they can manage their emotions and to keep them safe. Many times, children just want to do whatever they want to do. I remember a time when there was a young man that had one thing on his mind, and that thing was basketball. So whenever his parents would leave the house, the first thing he would do is dash onto the basketball court. But one time, it was a trap. As he got onto the basketball court, he spent about 5 minutes, and then his mother pulled up onto the court and dragged him into the car. He was disciplined, needless to say. Discipline also teaches some kids to be versatile and to learn that there is more than one way to skin a cat. This may not be good for some parents trying to enforce that discipline, but what it does, it helps them to stimulate it helps mental stimulation, and it helps them to develop the mind whereby they can understand and look for alternatives and how to get away or get around situations. Truth is, we all want to live in peace and harmony, whether that's the child or whether that's the adult and the parent. The sooner the children can learn that their decisions and actions have an effect and the outcome and an effect and outcome, they are able to make wise choices and that truth can be obtained. Peace practices patience. My last example is a story that I want to share in which discipline helps kids to make better decisions. To maintain anonymity, we'll just say the siblings. No names called. Once upon a time, these siblings had choir practice and they were dropped home. These siblings had such a good time with their friends that they never wanted to leave the car. This particular sibling, he stayed and talked, this particular sibling, he stayed and talked and he had a good time with his friends. And his other siblings, they decided to go into the house. And they thought it funny to lock the door. So they locked the door and this sibling stayed out, talked, and had a good time. And as is customary, the patron driving the car, they wouldn't want to leave until everyone gets into the house. So the sibling finishes now and walks to the door. Tries the door, it's locked. Starts to bam and shout, hey, hey, let me in, I need to get in, you know, hurry up. And to no avail, this was not successful. So realizing now that this is becoming humorous to his friends, but an annoyance to the patron waiting, he decides that he needs to get in by any means necessary. So he steps back far away from the door and decides to channel his inner Jet Li. So he takes off and he runs and he jumps and he kicks the door. BAM! Perhaps too hard, and the door swings open. Broken, he tries to play with the door and unsuccessful. So this is the part that we all know, the disciplinary part. When his parents get home, that boy had some problems. I'm going to sing a little song that helps to demonstrate those problems. At first I was afraid, I was petrified. Even before the belt could touch my skin, the tears were in my eyes. I got my butt tanned, I knew what I did was wrong. I got strong, I learned how to get along, and now I'm back. Tears out of trace as I walk back into that room with a smile upon my face. I shouldn't have done that stupid thing. I don't know what I was thinking. If only I thought about the outcome, there would be no problems for me. Go on now. You better fix that door. Don't let the devil use you. You better channel your inner north. Take your tools in hand gently. You better tell the devil goodbye, make good decisions. We could be good friends, yes you and I will survive. I will survive. Even though I got my butt whooped, I knew that I'd be alright. I got the message from the bell, changed my life and I forgive. I will survive. I will survive. I survive.
Time is the coin of your life. It is the only coin you have, and only you can determine how it will be spent.